heal, I came here to grow. Lesson in love, they helped me let go. I chose this path, I chose this time. Everything I need, I hold inside. I came here to heal, I came here to grow. Lesson in love, they helped me let go. I chose this path, I chose this time. Everything I need, I hold inside. Welcome to Rebuilding Me. I'm your host, Tisha Michelle. This is the art of starting again, and before we go forward, I need to take you back. So, you may have found me through Seeing with Your Soul. That podcast was the beginning of my public healing. It was born after the death of my best friend Gloria, a loss that cracked me wide open and pushed me into a deep spiritual awakening. That show helped me survive. It gave me a container to speak out loud the things I was only saying to myself. It gave others language for what their soul had been feeling but really couldn't articulate it. And then I stopped. Not because I had nothing left to say, but because I knew something was shifting. My voice was evolving, the message was deepening, and I needed to get still enough to listen. See, I knew I wasn't done sharing. I knew I'd come back to the mic. That was like my creative and happy space. But I also knew I couldn't go back to what was because I wasn't the same woman anymore. And that's what this show is really about. This is not just a rebrand. This is not just a new name. This is the real beginning. The art of starting again was born from the rubble, from all the versions of me that had to die so that this one could rise. It was born from heartbreak, from ego deaths, from walking away from things I thought I'd never let go of, from letting go of things that looked successful from the outside but no longer felt like truth on the inside. So this podcast is not about perfection. It's not about performance. It's not about personal branding. It's really about rebuilding and becoming. It's about the sacred, often messy middle, always soul-shaping journey of starting again, not from scratch, but from wisdom. It's for the woman who thought she'd be further along by now. It's for the man who's questioning if he missed his window. It's for the healer who stopped healing, the mom who lost herself, the creator who burnt out, the believer who stopped believing in themselves. It's for you. So if you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't even recognize who I am anymore, but I know I can't stay here, trust me, I know that feeling. I've lived it more than once. And what I've come to learn is this. Starting again isn't a setback. It's a recalibration, a holy interruption, a divine invitation back into alignment. But here's the truth most people won't say. It's scary as hell. Even when it's the right thing, even when it's God, even when your spirit knows it's time, your body might still resist. You might feel grief. You might feel shame. You might feel like you're behind. You might even ask, why do I have to start over again? But here's the real truth. You're not starting over. You're starting again with everything you've already lived, with all your lessons, with all your scars, with your clarity, with your power, with your truth. And that changes everything. So this podcast is a space for that journey. Each week we'll walk through different layers of what rebuilding really looks like. Sometimes it'll be me solo, offering my own reflections from the trenches, real time. Sometimes it'll be conversations with people who burnt it all down and built something sacred from the ashes. Sometimes it'll be raw. Sometimes it'll be spiritual. Sometimes it'll be messy, but it's always going to be real. This is not about fixing yourself. This is about remembering yourself. So whether you're coming from Seeing with Your Soul or you're brand new here, welcome. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not behind. You're just being invited into your next beginning. So let's take this walk together. This is the art of starting again. And this time, it's personal. See you next Thursday. Thank you for tuning in to Rebuilding Me, the sacred art of starting again. If this episode spoke to your soul, be sure to subscribe, leave me a review, and most importantly, share it with someone who's on their own journey of remembering who they are. And just know, you're not alone, and you never have to start from scratch. You're starting again, but this time with wisdom. Until next time, stay open, stay grounded, and trust your rebuild. And if you need help navigating this journey, make sure to visit www.tishamichelleofficial.com and book a sacred reset session.